All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It's time for another video. This is more of an overview, but anyway, it's fun and it's all good. So say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo. And let's get started. If you're not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, guys, fix that right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stick around. But this is a video about some Asher knives. Now, Justin over at Asher Knives is a really cool dude. He has this really cool knife company and kind of a small boutique brand. And, you know, he doesn't have a ton of models coming out, you know, quickly or anything like that. But when he puts them out, they're all very high quality. Now, these come by way of my buddy Lefty EDC. He sent these for me to check out. So thank you, Kevin. And appreciate that very much. Now we have three here, and the reason I say it's an overview is I don't think any of the three at the time of this recording, let's see, none of these three are available right now. So we're just going to kind of go through them and talk about each one and just kind of give you an overview of what you're looking at and when you might see them and what I think of them. And as you can see, these are all three different variations. Let's see, let's just make sure. Yep, different variations of his model, the Spiro, S-P-I-R-O. And as you can see, they're all about the same size. They are the same size. Oh my gracious, if you compare that to our friend, the Ontario Rat 1, come on, sit still. Well, this isn't going to work. I got too many knives up here. Let's just take one out. So if you compare that to the Rat 1, it's considerably smaller, both handle and blade. And if you compare it to the Rat 2, it is roughly, it's a little bit longer in the blade and a little bit longer in the handle. So this is a medium size knife, if you will. Very, very cool size for EDC. I've had a Spiro in before. I've had a couple different Spiros in before, but these are the latest, greatest versions. So let's go down through them. So the crossbar lock one is going to change a little bit, but this is G10 and it's kind of in this monoblock construction where you can see here that you have kind of almost like integral, but what you basically have is one side of G10 that has the backspacer built in, and then the other side that has a scale basically built onto that. Really cool. You do have in the backspacer you have a lanyard loop, lanyard pin built in, and this is a crossbar lock, as you can see there. And you do have partial liners down in there. Boy, you really, because of the integral, it's hard to see. It's heavily skeletonized. No, you know what? They're full liners on both sides. Skeletonized big time, and they are wow, what's the word, Casey? Nested liners, of course. And then you have the crossbar lock here, which makes this little thin knife, thin blade, lightweight knife, makes it very, very fidgety, as you can see here. Not bad at all. Running on bearings, crossbar lock. Now, what Justin says about that one is will be available at the end of May in black and blue, but the scales will be contoured, which is great because these are flat, and I think with contoured scales, this thing will be absolutely fantastic. So look for this guy. Don't know a price point. His prices are always a little under or a little over $100. Don't know where this one will end up. It is a reversible wire clip. Love a wire clip. You guys know that about me. Very good, nice retention, and it is way up to the, you know, just a barely any sticking out, and it is nice flat screws here. My understanding is, oh boy, am I gonna say this wrong, that his knives are being made by Kunwu, but don't quote me on that. Nice flat scales here, but they'll be contoured. Really nice grippy G10, but it's not textured. Nice and centered here. Let's see, do we have any wiggly wiggles here? No, none. It is locked up very nicely and very well done. So that is your G10 crossbar lock. I'm going to take these other, there we go. G10 crossbar lock Spiro. And then the next one is the thumb stud titanium Spiro. And this one will be back again. It's already been out once, and it'll be back again at the end of July. Now this one is flat titanium scales with this cool purple pivot collar. He's gone to going to this Asher Knives logo on his pivot. Nice chamfering. And now this one's got his short pocket clip that comes out of the end here. You do have provision for left or right, and you just flip it over, screw it in. Frame lock on this one, thumb studs and a fuller. Love the blade shape, very simple. Now on all of these you're going to see slightly different versions of, all right, come on. Slightly different versions. I'm going to turn this light just a little bit here. Let's see. There we go. Slightly different versions of the the sharpening choil here. By the way, all of them are 4-finger grips all the way to the back, but nowhere really to choke up on these. You do have a nice sharpening choil with a good plunge there. No real billboarding on the blade itself. Now this one that we were on is very cool. By the way, I should say, I said no real billboarding. Now this one doesn't even say the blade material, and I am not sure, but we'll look at the other two and see. Now this one says S35. You do have this kind of stonewashy looking finish on the scales, and the blade is stonewashed as well. This one was also stonewashed. You do have, again, a nice sharpening choil with a good relief for the plunge. This is a frame lock, decent access to the lock bar, not really a problem. You do have to dig a little bit. I wish there was a little cutout right here, but that's just me. Nice and smooth. Again, you can see detent is good. I didn't really talk about that in the other one, so let's see. This is the thing about doing a multiple knife. This is going to be a longer video, by the way. So the spring's pretty good. I mean, takes a little bit to break it. Comes out real easy. Let's see, can I? Nah, it's a little harder because of the spring. To middle finger flick, I can do it. It's just not as easy. You can thumb flick it really easily. Can a middle finger flick it from the stud? Yes, I can. So it's a good, but it's a spring, so it's a different feeling detent there. Now on this one, it just pops right out. Good detent on this one. Nice, not super stout, but good. Pops out of there. Even better on the thumb studs, fantastically. Get it out pretty good with the middle finger flick as well. And you can see they're all just very smooth. Let's see, is this one looking off camera? Also on bearings, I believe. Yep. You do have jimping up here, same thing over here, jimping in the exact same place. Thumb stud. Thumb studs are very well done, and so is the fuller. And the difference on this one is it's a frame lock and it is titanium. I love the pivot collar. Really cool. Now, again, he says that one is going to be available by the end of July. Now, let's see. Centered very well. Nope. I mean, no movement whatsoever. They're just so well done. And Justin has set up a, kind of a reputation for himself, and I think everybody knows that he's going to demand quality out of his manufacturing. So this is the whole version, and again, same thing with this one. Will be available. This is the thumb hole Spiro will be available in a liner lock and a frame lock by the end of July. So this is the frame lock. He says he's going to have a liner lock and a frame lock by the end of July. Now, same pocket clip, can flip over. This one's in black. You have the black hardware, the black pivot, the black collar. You have the nice hole up here with a flat grind. By the way, all are flat grind there. So well done. Again, as I said before, could be a little more lock bar access for me, even more so on this one. It feels like I got to dig a little bit more. It's not bad. It's not bad, but again, just a little cutout right there would make it easier for me. Your results may vary. Good on the thumb. Nice detent. and good drop. Nice, clean, smooth knife. Beautiful. Now, all three of these guys, they were with Lefty, so who knows if he cut with them. But excuse, if I can actually, man, I am struggling today and every day. There we go. So, so all three of them, let's see, let's just do all three while we're on camera here. Whoops, and that was me. Don't pay attention to the idiot with the knife. All three of them cut. As a matter of fact, this one may be even sharper, which is funny. But this one, again, does not tell me what blade steel it is. This one says S35, and this one says S35. So we're going to assume that since the other two are an S35, that one is as well. I may be wrong, but that's my guess. But they're sharp, they're slicey. Justin always uses, he likes his knives to be light, and he always uses very, very thin stock. Thin, thin, thin. They are all three very thin. And when that's my only comment was going to be on this one, was that it's a little blocky, and that's why he's making it contoured, and that's going to be great. But again, ergonomically, they are all three fantastic, since technically it's the same knife. Now let's go ahead. I'm not going to do dimensions and everything because, well, I mean, I'll tell you again. I've showed you the comparison, and I guess let's see. The best comparison would probably be the microburst. The microburst is a 7-inch knife, so you see these are just slightly longer than that, very slightly. Longer than that. So I would say like 7 1/4 would be my guess. Now, weight-wise, again, results may vary on this one because he's changing it somewhat, but it is 3.5 ounces. So again, ounce per inch is right in there. The next one, the thumb stud, is 3.5 ounces, and 3.2 on this little thin guy with the hole, because you lost a little weight taking that hole out of there and not having studs. So, really cool knives, guys. So, I wish right now what I could do, because a lot of you have experienced Asher knives, I wish I could just have a thing real quick and be doing this live where you guys could ask questions. Because I think these are knives you've seen before, but I wanted to kind of fill you in on what he has coming, and I wanted to show them off. And they are fantastic little EDC carries. So how about this? If you have questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer, or I'll get Justin to answer. Why don't you give me a thumbs up and a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these beautiful knives. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.